Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 2. Well, we're back here in the mining town of Redding. Just had enough time to talk to the local bartender and the guy who sells stuff at the casino last time. And I was half asleep when recording last time, that was probably obvious. But I completely overlooked the mayor, who's the guy in the big metal armor over here, not to be confused with the guys in the big metal armor over here. Hello there, welcome to the fine city of Redding, and welcome to my casino. Everybody's an ace here at Sorties. Oh, that's how you say his name. I am a Sortie, or a Scorty. A Sortie sounds better. Proprietor and mayor of this fine town. And you work here in Redding? Well, this is the sheriff, and then there's the mine owners looking for someone to retrieve some part for one of their machines. What about the sheriff? I understand that Sheriff Earl Marvin is looking for someone to fill in for him while his bum leg heals up a fetch. You might talk to him. His office is just south of here along the street. Okay, and the mine owners. I don't know too much about it. You should go talk to either Dangerous Dan McGrew or the Morningstar Mine, or Marge LaBarge at the Cacove Leaf Mine. They're both north of the downtown area across from the graveyard. Okay, something else. What's going on in town? Lately, our gold shipments have started to slow down because the miners are spending too much time flying high on jet. That's interesting. Have you ever heard of Garden of Eden Creation Kit? I think maybe the Vault City had one of those. All the vaults are supposed to have one, but there sure ain't one around here nowheres. Oh, well, let me ask you something else, Mayor. What do you do here? I run this here casino, and I help to run things in town, too. I keep track of things like deeds and such. Deeds? Deeds to what? All kinds of private property. Why, right now I have a Jim Dandy of a deed for sale. What's that? It's the deed to the Great Wendengamo Mine, just outside of town. I can sell it to you for only $1,000, too. Special offer, just your luck to hit me on a generous day like this. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. Well, there are some dang critters in there that need to be killed before anybody will work the mine. If you were to buy the deed, and then kill off the critters and invest in it, I'd be happy to buy the deed back off you for a nice profit. How much of a profit? Heck, more than double. I figure it's at least that time's worth to you. I couldn't afford to pay you more than that. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done to put the mine back where I can start to turn a profit off of it. Sounds good to me. How much was that again? $1,000 for the deed. You want it? Yeah, I want it. I'll go ahead and record the Great Wendengo's mine deed in your name. Let me know that you've got it all cleared out, and I'll buy it back from you. Okay, see you in a while, Mayor. Now, you may think this is a scam, and it is, but we're going to have to clear the mine out anyway, as we're doing our big damn heroing duties. And with that note about big damn heroing duties, seems like a good time to go talk to the local sheriff, who is indeed just across the street. Because weirdly enough, most of the quests in Redding come from the sheriff, and we can eliminate most of them with about 10 minutes work. Howdy there, my name's Earl Marvin. I'm the sheriff in these, or Earl Marion. I hate this tiny print. Is the sheriff in these here parts. Sounds downright picturesque, doesn't it? Well, that's my job. Well, Sheriff, what do you do here in this town? Keep the peace, mostly. At least that's what I'd be doing if I didn't have this leg all busted up. What happened to your leg? I was going out to meet a caravan, and it was late, so I took a nap. Next thing I knew, a damn gecko was trying to make a lunch out of my kneecap. Damn thing almost had, too. Never get about it, and I'd be sitting down permanent-like. So your leg's still in bad shape, huh? Well, I wasn't much of a dancer before this happened, and I reckon I won't be much afterwards, neither. I can gimp around, but Doc Johnson said I'd better not, if I want to heal right. Sure could use some help, though. Who's Doc Johnson? Good old painless Doc Johnson's our town doc. You have a toothache or a broken bone, he'll set you right. He also sells medicine, all kinds of medicine, you get my drift, for whatever ails you. Sounds like a helpful guy to have around. Where is he in town? Doc's office is at the west end of downtown here. He's just always about happy to see new patients. Now, let me ask you something else. And yeah, I'm not going to say while the cat's away. Need help, Sheriff? Yeah, I could use some help with a couple of things. Just part-time like, pays real good, and you'd be doing a good thing for the town of Redding, too. How can I help out? The widow Romney's way behind on her rent. Her house is just across the alley here to the west. You have to kick her out of her house unless she can come up with the rent she owes Mayor Escorty. And I'm not going to ask who the mayor is. How much does she owe? I don't know, but I bet she can tell you. Will you do it? All right, I'll do it. Great, thanks for your help. Just come back here when you finish, and I'll pay you and see if we can think of something else for you to do. Alright, goodbye, Sheriff. Oh, one more thing I almost forgot. Here's a badge. You may need it. Thanks, Sheriff. I'm honored. I won't tarnish it with actions you wouldn't approve of. Alright, I'm finally a badge-carrying hero. Officially. But, neat little thing we can do as a doctor. You heal the crippled right leg, and he heals 0 hit points. So yeah, we have fixed his leg and healed him, but this will not stop him from complaining about his leg. So first things first, we have a mission to go check on the widow Romney, or I think it was Rooney, wasn't it? Well, either way. So we're going to go look around the rest of downtown first, because here... Hiya! A guy who is very non-disturbed by the big damn hero busting into his home, disturbing him and his child. But here we have what definitely appears to be the doctor's office. Doctor, take good care of Rat, you worthless lump of flesh. Hello there, I'm Painless Doc Johnson. What can I do for you? Hey, Doc, I had some questions to ask you. What would you like to know? Why do they call you Painless Doc Johnson? It's because my patients usually pass out before they get to screaming too much. It's kind of a joke. I see. Well, that's comforting, I guess. Let me ask you something else, then. I hear that Redding has been having a problem with its exports lately. We sure do. Too much jet, not enough work. Where did you hear about that? McClure in Vault City told me. I know McClure. He's on the Vault City Council. What did he tell you? That mine production is way down, gold prices are way up. That's true. The miners here are all getting high on jet instead of working, so exports are down, prices are up. This situation can't last. Well, that's not good, but tell me about something else. What's going on here in town? Lately, it seems as though the miners are spending more time on flying on jet than mining. If this keeps up, Redding's gold production will come to a halt. New Reno doesn't seem to mind, though. What's New Reno got to do with it? New Reno sells jet pretty cheap. Jet's what's habit form, real habit form, like nothing you've ever seen before. They figure that if they get enough people in an area using it, those people do anything and get more. That gives them de facto control of an area like Redding. I see. So tell me about something else, Doc. What now? Got any medical supplies I could trade for? I might be able to provide you some supplies. We'll see what you've got in trade. Well, I didn't mean right now. I was just wondering if you had stuff to trade. I do have some questions, though. And actually, so we can try a slightly different conversation thread here. And where does the jet come from? All the jet here in town is shipped from the Mordino family in New Reno. It comes mostly in bulk packages, and I process it into user ampulets, so I end up selling all of it right here. You must be real chummy with New Reno, then. I fill up the user ampulets with jet and then distribute it purely as a service to people of Redding. I'll make a profit doing it. If I didn't do it, then some other quack would be preparing the chem of German-crusted equipment. I'd never get this population disease-free after that. How very noble of you, Doctor. What a nice guy. That's great. Let me ask you about something else. And yeah, here we go. So if you don't want New Reno to control Redding, just who you want in charge here. Everybody wants a part of the gold here in Redding. We're going to be controlled by someone eventually. I just want to have the master who's going to do the best job for Redding. And who do you think that is? The way I see it, Redding's best chance of was Vault City controlling things here. That's where I'm from, so I might be biased. But I really do think the Vault City could do a better job of helping the citizens of Redding. Why is that? Because they handle Vault City in just a humane manner. They do the same for Redding, I'm sure. Yeah, Vault City takes care of their citizens, alright, but they treat non-citizens like dirt. That's nonsense. Vault City does extend special privileges to citizens, but only because they're better qualified to enjoy those things than brutish non-citizens. Besides, everybody can qualify for all citizenship if they pass the test. Yeah, I'm not sure how the people here in Redding would react to rule by Vault City. They'd realize the benefits soon enough. I'm certain they'd welcome Vault City's administration with open arms, eventually. I don't know about that. So, we got one more faction, apart from the NCR and the New Reno. Got one more person to talk to here in downtown. I am Madame Mojeska. What do you wish of me? What do you do here, Madame Mojeska? Lately I don't do much of anything at all. I used to run part of Lou's operation out at the Malmut Saloon, but we had a falling out, so I quit. Well, let me ask something else then. Looks as though a lot of the people here are chem users. What's going on in town lately? Most of the rabble are just working to get enough jet. They need something to take their minds off this place. Jet? What's jet? Jet is a wonderful chem that helps me to take the edge off of this miserable existence, darling. Well, let me ask you something else. Hear any interesting rumors? All I hear about are politics. That always seems to be the big stir in discussion. Politics? What do you mean? Have you ever seen a greased Brahmin contest? Nope, never heard of anything like them. Tell me about them. Whoa, okay. Stupid drag in the... Click. Okay. Anyway. Nope, never heard of grease Brahmin contest. Tell me more. What they do is they grease up a Brahmin calf. And then everyone in the crowd tries to catch the calf. If you can't catch it yourself, you make damn sure nobody else can either. I don't see what that has to do with politics. Actually, I see totally what that has to do with politics. In this game, Redding is the greased Brahmin, and a golden one at that. New Reno, the New California Republic, and Vault City are all trying to catch us, or at least keep the others from catching on. What do you mean? Here in Redding, we mine gold, then we ship it to New Reno, the NCR, and Vault City in return for goods. Each of those places would like to have the gold and the trade all to themselves. So why don't they just attack you and take it? We're big enough and far enough away to make a takeover expensive as well as dangerous. Much more efficient to have us join willingly. What do you mean? The three powers are trying to get Redding to choose which side to ally themselves with. They've all got powerful allies in town, and it looks as though things are coming to a head. Soon Redding's going to have to make a choice. A choice? The grease on this Brahmin calf is getting a bit thin. Soon one of the powers is going to have to make a major play to take Redding before the others do. When that happens, people are going to get hurt. A lot of people. Why are the people going to get hurt? People are going to get hurt because this kind of change does not come easy. Those that think that they're not going to get the prize get it in their mind to not let anyone else get it either. The only way to avoid that is if we decide to go with one of the powers and make a quick alliance before the others catch on. Well, what do you think will happen? I think the folks here will follow Mela Sorti's lead. He's a crook, but the people trust that. He'll go with whoever's strongest, you see. Whatever's good for a Sortie is also good to be Redding. He just hasn't figured out who's closest to being on top yet. But he's got to choose soon. And run through that again, but this time we'll ask about the players in this. I'm not altogether sure, but I think the lineup's like these. Don McGrew's all for Dan McGrew's all for New Reno. That could be Dan or Don. Marge LaBarge is for the NCR. Doc Johnson is for Vault City. I don't yet know who Mayor City is for. And who's Marge LaBarge? Marge LaBarge is the owner of the Cokeef mine. In Morningstar, the only two working mines left in Redding. I think that Marge is more of an NCR type. I don't think she likes their prudishness, but she knows a good deal when she sees it. Let's see, Doc Johnson. Said Doc Johnson. Painless Doc Johnson is sort of a mystery man. I don't know where he came from, but he's a real MD, all right. The only place they get training like that is Vault City. I'm betting he's been planted here to further their interests. He must have pissed off someone to get that assignment, though. Those VCers don't like the outside much. Dan McGrew. Dangerous Dan McGrew. Ah, yes, he's the owner of the Morningstar mine. It and the Cokeef mine are the only working mines left in Reno. I think he's leaning toward New Reno, if I had to guess. He likes his miners doped up and happy. And Mayor Scorty, we know him. How can these people help a takeover? I think the folks here will follow Mayor Scorty's lead. He's a crook, but people trust that. And, well, thank you for letting me know what's going on here. Goodbye. Which leaves us only with this one small, rather sad-looking farm with several Brahmin skeletons in it.
Hello there, young fella. What can old Widow Rooney do for ye?
Well, I have some bad news for you, Widow Rooney.
I see. So you're the one doing the Scorty's dirty work now. What are you gonna do? Kill me? Kick me out into this cold?
A Scorty? Who's that?
A Scorty. A Scorty's nobody but the greediest, most conniving, slipperiest, low-down, weasel-crawling, gutless slimeball in this here town.
He's the mayor as well as my landlord. Oh, that is Scorty. Well, why didn't you say so? I hope that eases whatever serves you for a conscience. Well, I can't stand the idea of somebody kicking an old lady like you out. How much do you owe in back rent?
Well, I owe Scorty 6 months in back rent, $120 for this flea hostel, and I just don't have it. Some of my Brahmin took sick and died, and I couldn't pay. If I don't get him the money soon, he's going to have the sheriff evict me.
Well, I hate to see you kicked out. Why don't you let me pay your back rent for you? I'd have little use for money as I'm the chosen one. Speak... No. I totally have use for money. But... yeah.
I'd hate to take money from someone touched in the head, Mr. Chosen One.
It's nothing. I'm happy to do it. Here's the 120 you need. And we just got 1,500 XP for paying an old lady's rent.
Thanks for helping me to keep my home. I sure couldn't have done it without you. Now, why don't you let Widow Rooney give you a great big kiss?
Oh, well, if you must. I was curious about that well you have outside.
The well? Well. Nothing much to tell about it. It's been dry for a good long time now. I could swear that I heard noises coming from it late at night, but my hearing ain't what it used to be.
Noises? What kind of noises?
Well, I'm probably just hearing things anyhow, but it sounds to me sort of like a scratching or digging sound. Probably just dogs or something.
Maybe so. Well, thank you. Yeah, that sounds like something worth investigating, doesn't it? You did a real nice thing for the widow Rooney. Made friends all around and kept the peace. Thanks. You ready for another job? I think you got a real knack for it. Tell me about the next job. I hear that the miners over in the Morningstar and Cowqueef Mountains are fixing to stir up a ruckus at Lou's Midnight Saloon. I'll pay you $300 to break it up. You get over there right away. It's right across the street and down towards the west side of town. I'll get right on it, Sheriff. Well, you Cowqueef miners are all show and no go. I'll show you where to go, blasphemous bet.
What do you want, dipshit?
I'm just wondering what's going on here. There's a bunch of shit in this bar, and me and the Morningstar miners are going to shovel it out into the street. The biggest rate even has a name. Caminetto. Why? What started it? Just look at their sorry-ass limp dick selves. Who wouldn't want to stomp them flat? That's not good enough. I can't let you fight. What the hell are you going to do about it, you goddamn shitheel? I'll kill the first person to throw a punch. I'm just going to ask you real nice-like, then I'm going to load up my weapons and wait for some target practice. Let's go with the threat. I think that letting him know the sheriff isn't coming isn't going to help. Well, maybe I could use a frickin' rest. I've been working my goddamn ass off lately. Break it up, gang. I'll be back at work tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm bringing Caminetto along to keep you company, too. Right, Caminetto? I see how this is going, you little piece of shit. Okay, you can take me in and Caminetto, too. Right, my little fuckface? That's more like it. Okay, 1,500 experience points, and we have, Easy Blasphemous Smith, miner for the Morningstar Mine. Miner curly black hair, and a woman from Reading. I'm not sure that putting every damn miner in town into my jail was the best way to solve that problem. I guess it worked, though. Here's your money. Ready for your next job? Tell me about the next job. Somebody cut up a whore over at Lou's Monument Saloon just across the street here in downtown. Go find out who did it and bring him in. I'll pay you $500 for doing it. That kind of thing is bad for business, just bad all the way around. I'll catch you did it, no problem. Oh, and one thing we can do now that we're a deputy. Okay, I am at capacity, cannot... Might need the scorpion anti-venom, though. Let's see, anything on the table? Aha! My sheriff boss is a junkie. I wonder if the Nuka-Cola machine still works. Well, you know what? Okay, it won't let me do it, it looks like. And what's in the desk in here? Aha! More drugs. What now? I'm helping out the sheriff. You told me one of your girls got all caught up. That's right, she's in a bad way. It used to be such a pretty thing, too. I hope you can take care of this quick. It's bad for business to let those minors think they can get away with something like this. Can I see the girl? I sent her away. She wasn't going to be no good in this business anymore. Not that anybody'd want to be with her after that bastard finished with her. I gave her some money and let her go. Do you know who did it? I don't know exactly who did, but she had a Morningstar Mine pay script in her hand when we found her, and it was a minor who was with her last. Okay, Morningstar Mine pay script. What's that? In your part of town, Dan McGrew runs the Morningstar Mine. Usually miners get paid on account or with chits from each mine. You know, a script. Well, my girl was found with one of those pieces of script in her hand. Here it is. She hands you the script. Okay, do you know what happened? Well, there was some screaming and carrying on. I went to the room. When I got there, the bastard that did it was already gone, and my girl was in a bad way. So I called the doctor and then the sheriff. You know the rest. I'll sort this out. You can count on me. Well, I'm sure glad that somebody's working on it. This type of thing is just bad all the way around. I sure hope you make the bastard pay for what he did to my girl. Make sure he can't ever do that to anyone ever again. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so we got to go to the Morningstar Mine. Assuming Soak will let me through the door. So, north part of town. And you'll note that over here we have a corral full of mole rats. Why? Because they have mole rat races. No, really. But we've got our concerns at the moment. Namely, there's a caravan office over there. Got the mine over there. Got a another saloon over here. But it is over here at the Morningstar Mine that our immediate business is. We'll come back and check the rest of us out later. I hear somebody might want to talk to old Haskell. Somebody's volunteered to bring Obadiah to justice. Is that you? I'm just looking for the miner that cut loose gal. Sounds like you just made a confession to me. I cut the bitch. She made a mistake, she did. A mistake? She made fun of me mum. Nobody makes fun of old Haskell's mum. She's the only good thing in this whole rotting world. I don't care why you did it. You're coming to jail with me right now. Taking me to jail? I'll come peaceably. No sense in making more trouble. That bitch still got what she deserved. You can't kill me. I'm invincible. But you can sure piss off the other miners. Got eyes in the back of your head, do ye? I can take care of myself. Right now I'm the sheriff in these parts, and I'm taking you in. 1250 XP for arresting Haskell. Now, we could talk to the sheriff about getting our next job right away, but we're not going to do that just yet. Because you might remember I did just buy mine over on the west side of town, and it needs clearing out. And I'm going to take care of clearing it out now because, well, as always, I played ahead a little bit before starting recording, and the sheriff's next mission is going to take us into the west part of town. And if we don't clear out the mine of rats and assorted beasties before we have to go do the sheriff's work, we have to fight the rats and the beasties and a whole bunch of pissed off gangsters that are taking refuge in my mine. But I think maybe first we'll start exploring the mine, actually the underground. Oh. Well, I heard something mooing. And yeah. You're not strong enough to use this weapon properly, but I'm still doing pretty well with it, all things considered. And that would be the Wanamingo, which looks suspiciously like those aliens we've encountered up on the upper world map. Oh, and my action points are also cut down because my agility is next to nothing. Oh, nice of you to join us, Cassidy. $1,000 experience points for killing those beasties. Very large pile of bones. You cannot determine the species of the dead critters. Where'd Vic go to? Oh, now this looks promising. Ah, rats! A small dusty box of some sort. This just contains fruit. Well, loot is loot at this point. And still... bunch of boxes. And a ladder leading up someplace. And it looks like on a broken table. I could have sworn that was like a body or something behind it for a moment. Dang it, Vic. Well, let's see where this comes up. Oh, hey, back of the bar. Oh, okay, great. The game locked up on me there for a second. You know, this strikes me as being a good place to stop for the moment. So we'll go ahead and pause it here, and next time we will resume investigating the underground before going and clearing out my mine. We'll see you next time.